Yo, yo, yo. The flowers told me we are the aliens circling the crops. Manipulated by my negative thoughts, I couldn't tell what was real or not. Trying to buy land in different states, so I got multiple spots like chicken pox. M. Night Shyamalan, how I'm flipping plots. If it's not Coltrane or Daylight, we listen to the locks. Fantastic like Mr. Fox, the scripture was holy like the top of Crocs. You'll never get the drop, I'm Dr. Dre with Detox. Dispose of you before he rot. In upstate, barely coming down like koalas and treetops. Hieroglyphics logo, infrared, infiltrate your circle with 3 dots. Shacknosis, Reeboks, my liver, bathing in puddles of Japanese whiskey. You were getting fried, I'm getting gradually crispy. I was down bad, Timmy Turner to Trixie. The road on the journey was misty, for certain it's trippy. I'm swerving, they miss me. The radio playing songs someone heard in the 60s. Like Ulysses, instead of 100, I'm certain you're 50. They celebrate the songs but don't learn from the hippies. Headlines convince me there's a purge, burn in the city. Portraits of the verse at the Whitney. Parallel park on the curb out in Sydney. Corporations ran by perverts, clearly. Tragedies on TV remind me human beings are animals. Electricity and chemicals cause the machine to act mechanical. Like Soulja Boy, the first to do it. To Bill Cosby, I'm Hannibal. Your ribs protecting your delusion, guarding them, no botanical. Tyrannical, Tyrannosaurus mandible became fossil fuel for the cannabis cannibal. The Kid Rock, like he spoke to Medusa. Granite and marble growing in his swollen medulla. Got a ghostwriter that's a clone from the future that traveled all the way here just to call you a loser. Rappers gasping for air, put a hole in they scuba. My frequency lower than the notes on a tuba. Having trouble in class, that was a note from a tutor. Never dialed up a shooter like an older computer. See me on TikTok, that's my clone from the future.
Have been responsible for the distribution of thousands of kilograms of cocaine in Chicago, Illinois, and elsewhere.
Yo, what I express, send it express like Sean King. Running to the edge to see that there's nothing. Substance hitting different concussion. I'm the reflection that makes you see that you're something. The microchip in your bloodstream. One thing, the confidence that your parents love bring. Karma got them back whenever demons had done things. I was talking different, I was code switching. Sometimes it doesn't work like the stove in an old kitchen. The oracle eyes roll in the back of her head when she told visions. I froze from the cold feeling. There were souls among us in the old building, whispering, don't forget about the old killings. The chorus, Dwayne Carter, no ceiling. Supervillain, origin story. There's more than the glory. Take a Newport to the neck. I need a chain like I'm Nori. Financial literacy said don't be a slave when you're 40. The world is crazy. I can't imagine raising a shorty. Switchblade, raising it shortly. Keep swimming like Dory. If I was on that show, I would blame it on Maury. You have to be the light when everything around you is dark. Picasso in Paris, the museum stealing African art. Bullshit blinded, the bullseye captures the dart. I mastered my part. No Noah, the anime couldn't last in that arc. I swam with the sharks. Nothing but fructose corn syrup that you had in the cart. Well, that's fine. Excellent Excelsior rhyme. Run up on you like Bokeem Woodbine. Florida on good times. Psychedelic lines, it felt in my mind. Got my own bag, self-checkout line. Well, that's fine. Yo. Listen, yo. Burning grass till the cobra died, no surprise. I'm the guy that left the party with no goodbye. Forgot I was supposed to try. Dead president where the vultures fly. Certified, reality overwhelming, so you chose to lie. Fortified, you rolling up that regular. Rigby and Mordecai. I network with cartoons, left a scroll in the lost tomb. Dark room, curry powder on the dolphin fin on the harpoon. You're not a raptor, you're a soft prune. I'm the Rottweiler that ate the lost shroom, then crossed up Air Bud on the moon. Jamaican maroon, have you in the garage full of car fumes. It's all gloom. Looney Tunes take the carrots where the rabbits would hang. Laugh through the pain. Hennessy in the glass gave a splash on her fangs. Like Cartier's, how the picture was captured in frames. You were bleeding and leaking like you were catching the rain. On a stallion, I'm grabbing the reins. Pull up to the cabin, the saddle was stained. The bullet didn't kill him, it made him slow. He started grabbing the flames. Hear a blast and a bang. Stains on the jacket, that was cap on the name. Stop thinking our battle's the same. I'm Citizen Kane, I don't rap with a gang. Crosshairs captured in drains. Bastard was lame. They mad at me because they're miserable. The clone started thinking it was the original. A narcissist feeling like he transcended the physical. Foundation of American music was old spirituals. From the ones that kept praying when there was no miracle. All I do is grow, this is no pinnacle. The flow cynical, even my ad-libs are so lyrical. No criminal, punish you like the Lord in the Old Testament is so biblical. Ocean of whiskey sunk in the haunted censorship. Southern pastor holding snakes reciting Leviticus. Fixing your sickness and spraying ligaments. Conviction convincing, stealing your unread innocence. The walls closing in, cut your throat for ventilation. Shots outside wasn't public intoxication. Android Rusty suffering from oxidation. Thriller in Manila, I'm Ali if he was boxing Satan. It's not amazing, I'm not a Mason. She's spitting on it like a wine tasting. Yo, I went to school with all white people. Stayed to myself, but I like people. Regrets got me plotting revenge, think my mind's evil. Did me dirty and got away, it's like the crime's legal. A+1, Phil Spector making 5 Beatles. Walk along the train tracks and find needles. Yo. Yo. Who could tell ya became friends with the tailor? The sailor escaped the Navy on his way to Venezuela. Like root beer, a W was me attempting failure. A band gave my mother $1,000, now she's an abuela. Running around the town at different banks like Azalea. Sometimes I play the stereotype as if it was Consuela. Stewart, his name was Kayla, suggested I see the trailer paraphernalia from here or to Australia. She didn't answer the call, so you decide to email her. Picture of 3 little birds, Bob Marley and the Wailers. Looking paler, stay with a pen as if it's an inhaler. K9 inhale the smell of the substance that will derail ya. No support for the frail like ankles and Chuck Taylor's tequila. Bread with Staler, dusty novel by Norman Mailer. I feel like I'm paying with words, it's not lyrical, but it was critical. Mr. Morale stepping up with no elliptical. Every opportunity pivotal when everything is visual. We downplay the history to celebrate the mythical invisible. Respect for a mouse was many as a mineral. Good grades, but they still see you as a criminal. Digital, low quality visuals, shaking like Pharrell mystical. Spherical, the sequence events were like a miracle. Medicinal, I turn to Omni-Man if you're invincible. Pitiful, not every type of love is unconditional. Empirical, been a statistic since the umbilical. Fictional, I'm painting with words, it's not lyrical. It's a moment that's melting slowly, innovating like inventions by Sony. Offended jabroni, if I don't know myself, you never could know me. Rapping clouds and tobacco, that's heaven's cannoli. Ascending this only dedication like the legend of Kobe. No scars on the face, I couldn't tell it was Tony. Your verse is moldy, dry like a sandwich, only had bread and bologna. I see that it's phony. Thread of hope was believing what the leaders had told me. Journal entry from the frozen Serengeti.
Zuki.
Yo. Slowly die with your eyes open. The skyline, horizon was broken. Floating like sewage inside the ocean. Stepping on the shore, dripping and soaking. Assaulting the sultan, my toilet paper is your emotions. You stay repeating yourself like a slogan. Industrial shogun, they copy the swag like Russia to Poland. Making sales like Willie Loman, this isn't Logan. Blade in my hand, have you catching a leak like Eric Snowden or Ned Coleman. Only black kid in class, I was very token. Scary soulman, you Andre the Giant to Mr. Hogan. It was snowing, crushed up pills of ibuprofen. She exhales and the wind started blowing. Opposite direction of where I'm going, not knowing. Trying to stand on my own too when you tiptoeing. Whatever floats the kayak that you're rowing. 21 years, not enough time for Derek Chauvin. Shaman casting the omen. No country for old men. Fabric of space and time attached to the sewing. I'm relaxing, I'm flowing. Superficial surface level erosion. Older women love me like I'm Josh Groban. Stop motion, got 24 hours but this store is not closing. Like the face of a pregnant woman, I can't stop glowing. Got too comfortable, then I stopped growing. Yo. Plastic bag around the ounce, look like a small sweater on Big Pun. Multiple timelines, how a web of dimensions was spun. All over the world like this Bible of guns. You were stealing your parents' rum. When T-Pain dropped, I'm sprung. Europeans stole the tactics from Attila the Hun. I'm in a gut like I'm Tums. Cracked an egg and the yolk was the sun. Controller gave me swollen opposable thumbs. Your shit is buns. The older I get, the more I start to feel numb. Know where you're going, don't forget where you're from. Some say for every story there's many sides. Let them die. Even when I was pitching pennies, I was sharper than plenty knives. A clown in the gutter like Pennywise. Traveled through history, no Instagram, I had many lives. My cerebellum is a McDonald's number 7 without any fries. Why do the ungrateful get a prize? If I put you in a song, then you'll never die. Get 'em high, I keep writing till the pen is dry. Tell 'em why. Yeah. Yo. Train of thought, ain't Thomas. The robot said we were here first, so pay homage, stay honest. Panhandler, that fake blondness. For NY, stay finest. Moral decay, mindless. Gelato in the woods, like I stay with the Amish. Multiply myself till there's more than the Wayans. During the rapture, I'm saying my credit score good, I was fast with the paying. Junkies swimming in the crystal like they're laughing with Jason. I'm half awake, minimum wage, and the sinners were paging. But I stay in class and finished equations. Only doing deals that the minister's sanction. Got them upset like they're plankton. Android in an apron. It's simple, stop complicating. I find you waiting, redacted statement, fascination, capitalist. You chasing caskets and catching payments like Washington, Jackson, Franklin, Kevin Bacon. Close ties graduate to degrees of separation. Resurrecting spirits on the plantation. Always regret how I ended situations. I'm on fire like Richard Pryor when he was freebasing. Just because we disagree doesn't mean he's hating. Taxes taken from what we making. We made a Clay who was the one reshaping. The one on the webcam that was taping. Above the clouds, underneath the pavement. Venomous Terry, cheating on Alexa with Siri. Timothy Leary, the script was written by an identity made of conspiracy theories. More Baraka than Barack, like this is a Mary. Canal Street the style that was risky and airy. Transfer the file to an external hard drive. The pigeon carried a letter with an emoji that had the heart eyes. Peroxide as the scars rise. After school, I used to watch episodes of Smart Guy. Now they looking for the manifesto inside my archives. I think I'm Bukowski and this is Barfly. Life passing me by like the far side. Spiritually connected to all lives, even the small flies. Reading Ezekiel, cryptic language in the file on your email. If everyone love each other, well, we need jail. I need all my people free like Ida B. Wells. Thank God I didn't see hell like California.
Punk rock it was all different things, free things, and we wanted to be our weird thing. Didn't no one else did there, you know.
We never took a class in songwriting, I guess.
Yeah, and then when we heard these other lame dudes writing songs, it was like, oh man, we could do this.
Yo. My sweater is aviation, it's entertaining. Skating down the avenue, my camouflage depends on your economic situation. Images and audio combine for social manipulation, temptation. So the deer thinks the grass is better where the bullets are grazing. Tourists were migrating. The fabric of your imagination is called fabrication. Call and response, the foundation of education. Kill a slave master, remixing birth of a nation. This not real, it's only an imitation, not a limitation. Explanation, what's the date of expiration on the exploitation? I wasn't a linebacker for the Philadelphia Desert Eagles that couldn't protect me from evil. The plug was Planet Fitness, I'm getting extra diesel. There are no human beings that are less than equal. Got a ticket by the YMCA next to the Regal. Mass shooting has me scared of people. I'm scared. Politicians pay prostitutes as a business expense. Spliff hit with a critical stench. I'm over it like home runs and this is offense. This that strong, fuck a barbell, it's lifting the bench. Shit, language of the colonizer. English, Spanish, and French. Exhausted, alcoholic that's nauseous, arrogant, I haven't learned from my losses. Different definition of cautious. Had her toes curling like crawfish. Solitary confinement, my fortress. Barely remember assignments from courses. Enjoying swordfish, Chilean bass. Say it fast, chip on the shoulder, no credit card, I'm paying cash. I should have prayed at mass. Flavor in your ear, you throw it up so the taste could last. Steve Nash, I couldn't wait to pass. Just enjoy life, stop caring if they say it's. Can I get $10 on pump 3? Feel the bass through the floor, the car outside playing Bun B. 2 hours from the house felt like another country. Like a place in Eastern Europe, you could tell I was hungry. Kicks look sloppy, karate style, drunken monkey. A thin wall of plastic separates you from my money. A fly sat on top of the wall as though he was Humpty. The quiet aggression of a man trying to hide the fact that he's grumpy. Grabbed the candy by the register, but everything was dusty. Person behind me smelling very musty. Swaying left to right like Stevie singing Isn't She Lovely?
We all come in, be safe. Are you okay? Now, if we need help, call 911, AED, and I check for breathing, okay? Minimal 5, no more than 10, make sure it's not breathing, and then off I go with compression. How many do we do? 30, and after 30, what do I do?
Yo.
2 breaths, breathe, quiet.
Yo. The Lonely Hearts Club of a Baby Seal. BAR, FDR, the bridge to a new deal. You feel motion like 2 wheels. I ball like Lucille, lucid dreams of a true meal. The truth revealed, the staircase was someone's humble abode. Sleeping under some clothes, the stomach was closed. Your energy is an underground race, how it's running so low. I'm something to grow, is there a mosquito in the car? Don't follow me, I'm not the North Star. In a North Face in your courtyard, Charlotte's Web at Court Y'all, I cough gnaw. Sneezing, color of Cavaliers in Cleveland, what's the reason? I'm reading bloodstains stains and mother's tears. Hills of Jamaica, they tapping on the window asking for change. Dr. Strange, David Blaine. I stay lifted without a crane, walking funny without a cane. My leg fell asleep on the plane. Got family out here, we weren't sounding the same. Driving on the other side of the lane, I couldn't remember your name. I'm praying you didn't notice. Elected the electronics to be the center of my focus. Nobody came to see you, Otis. I know a lot of things, but I didn't know this. Even optimism can grow in the garden of the hopeless.
After 30 compressions, provide 2 rescue breaths. Take no longer than 10 seconds to do so. Quickly return to chest compressions. Without interruption, perform continuous cycles of 30 compressions and 2 rescue breaths. Compress hard and fast. Allow the chest to fully recoil to its normal position after each compression. Continue CPR until an AED is ready.
Zuki.
Lying beside my heart. How you?
Yo, R. Kelly documentary, gotta switch into Jodeci. Another test negative, taking supplements to increase the potency. Surprises with edible arrangements and Latin poetry. She never said a thing, but my friend spoke about it openly. That's not how it's supposed to be. She was crying as I hold her close to me. Thought the planets align with the ovulating time of her ovaries. Chocolate off the coca tree, amputee cut off my friend, but I think they're doing well, hopefully. Dr. Mario, the gynecologist, don't trust him like federal operatives. Staring at his gloves, wondering how I got in this. Different vitamins roll down the roller coaster esophagus. Got the pronoun wrong of the secretary that's dressing androgynous. I'm sorry. Ended up empty-handed anytime we thought we got a fish. Instead we got a wish that's taking a toll with no easy pass. Had a dream, she opened her legs and her baby said free at last. Protester, feet of brass, sperm in a race, and they're all being last. Calling out to Jesus' dad, cousin sending shots but didn't see the blast. Another negative test we see in the trash. Don't worry, we're gonna get through this. Started to blame each other. Rituals passed down by a mother got us doing anything, even painting the bedroom a different color. U-Haul store in indigenous decorum. Looking for options on interest in forums. Found a surrogate, tried to pay her with comic books and Jordans. Trying Kama Sutra angles when recording. There was tension when we had breakfast. Saying nothing, just watching Netflix. Accusing each other of talking to exes. Key scratches made a turntable out of the Lexus. Since the R. Kelly documentary, TLC was the preference. I keep writing a letter, deleting it, not sending the message. The dream of a family wasn't checked off the checklist. My attitude is the same as others, as though it's infectious. You ever want something so bad it made you desperate? Damn. I couldn't give you the world, I gave you the fire for your burning land. End of the story, we're in the nursing home holding hands. Maybe this is what was really planned.
She lying beside my heart. How you? She lying beside my wildest hour. How you?
Yo. What separates a man from an animal? Mechanical, falling over when standing still. No anvil, top floor, piano, had a plan to kill. Overdosing on the dose, cause your dad had pills. Slab on the grill, cut me open, then some cash would spill. My rough draft of Daffy Duck looked like a daffodil on Advil. Capitol Bill sat on a hill, as though it was Jack and Jill. The spot was packed with heads like a cabbage field. Had to feel like I had a shield, negativity deflect, it's a battle still. You see through Invisalign with a plastic grill. This is not McDonald's, I could be happy with half a mil. Inspire the kids, they look up to you like that Shaquille didn't have a deal. More lines than elementary when they had a drill. I'm trapped on a pebble floating outside of the cosmos. Sometimes I throw a machete with my eyes closed. The car was powered by ethanol inside of the silos. Starting the new year, going over my goals. Series of similar cycles in multiple religions, plus the Bible. American psychos, whether it's Jackson or Myers, I might be Michael. Staring at a picture of Harriet Tubman with a rifle. Sending all of my thoughts to Apple Music and Tidal. Tylenol and Benadryl, reading my mind, it wasn't legible. Cry fentanyl, only listen to the indelible. Not edible, royalty, not royal. The throne is my testicles, hysterical. You putting the tiger on top of a pedestal. We all got the same time, it wasn't federal. Fry, octopus tentacles, Hooters sides, the vibes were medical. The article was incredible, space between me and you that's unmeasurable. Experiment, denied rights, unethical. Placebo effect, you were puffing imaginary dragons. And a sanitary napkin, barely noticed the scary assassin. Instead of Percocet, he carrying aspirin. There were threats in every caption. Too many rapping, outside of the Denny's laughing. Another cinema attraction where there wasn't any action. Computer hacking depression, the battery of my passion. Out of the door I was passing, the stick-up kid going into the check cashing. It's about about necessity and less fashion. Carol Baskin, where did he go? They kept asking. Timelines overlapping. King Crab, Alaskan. Gotta think fast when snapping. The sink red from stabbing. Might marry my savings when I bring bread to cabins. Don't know who you're smoking, it's not offending the Casper. It's been 30 days since there was any disaster. I'm taking your fingers and bending them backwards, fracture. There's a Cuban link in the bio that can send them to Napster. Philip Seymour Hoffman with the pen, I'm a master. In the land of yellow signs with the silhouette of a tractor. Saltine cracker, square dancing, playing certified trapper. Battle rapper, Cadillaca, that's catching the snapper. After we broke up, she stopped dating men after. The cover was kinda different than the 10 chapters. I'm Ben 10 but blacker, prescriptions on me like lens crafters. It don't matter. There's always hope. Volume 3. Yo. Experience is priceless. Raise the brightness on your mobile devices. The Zen master stumble around to find a light switch. Osiris, show you the way of the righteous over your own personal crisis. The flyers in your iris, autocorrect couldn't type this. The pupil was Pope in the orange. The student couldn't cope with the carnage. He threw your coke in the garbage. You searching through his coats and his garments. You can only float when you're on it, melodic. You and the drug are no longer platonic. The tile was soaking in vomit. What occurred? Displaying verbs. You acting like Too Short's favorite word. Crumbling ancient herbs. Snap your neck and have your face reversed. I make the best out of whatever ain't preferred. The pastor was a perv, he got fired cause his Twitter was containing slurs. Security cam, his face was blurred. On the verge, a flood of only blood had where he stayed submerged. That's foreign to me like Malaysian furs. No amber, the shepherd couldn't chase the herd. Study the textbook, but this ain't the Spurs. Play the curve, how you feel after breaking nerves. Journalists with a cameraman trying to chase a hearse. They like the flow, but don't understand it when they play the verse. The dead man was aware, so he made it worse. Now we seeing blue faces, but this ain't the Smurfs. Can't take it with you when you lay in dirt. A character in a play called Nuclear Energy. Mentally, we'll never understand who is deciding what is meant to be. Destiny, I dropped science and fell asleep during chemistry. What is the definition of density? The way to kill a mockingbird is to ignore the way it's taunting you. To find myself, I had to forget all the things I ever thought I knew. I had to look at shit with a perspective I never thought was true. It works for me, but I'm not sure it's something we all should do. I'm Jimmy Neutron's dad, bringing back Caribou. What I had to do, Machiavelli, tell my enemy I'm not mad at you. She gave me bad brains, I got a positive mental attitude. Yo, positive mental attitude. You gotta glow up one day. I'm a king on the sun, call me Sunray. From Friday to Sunday, you won't hear from me till Monday. I was stuck in traffic, spiraling down a one-way. The spliff looked like a dreadlock from gunplay. Some say. Yo, Long Island. Shout out Diana Ross. Buzzing. Yo. Occupation, the umbrella for a rainy day. Got him saving, not amazing. I'm buzzing like losing the game of operation. Radiation, delirious and dazed at the days and day before the invasion. Felt it in the air like condensation. Congregation with conversations on the law that Congress making. Anxiety got lower when I stopped complaining. Albert Einstein, Stephen Hawking, and Carl Sagan. Technology given and taken. It started way before Ronald Reagan. Wireless gaming, don't like that the pocket's fat. I think your body shaming. Dr. Pagin, cell phone dry like a raisin. Shao Tsung turn into Raiden. Play this like PlayStation. Demanding payment, but the hundreds moving slower than Franklin. She gave me a number, it was two-step verification. Never leaving town had me feeling caged in. Idle hand persuasion, forgetting memories. It's like my childhood is fading. Blame it on the trails that I'm blazing. Money tall like Megan. Wow. Man, my money's not really that. My money's not tall, but yo. Yo, you were never there, stop believing the songs. There's no leaving the storm for the children that creep in the corn. The street isn't warm, back home the heat isn't on. Lights off, there was a fire, you couldn't see the alarm. Feelings were torn, the sneakers were worn, you could see them deform. Pretending to be normal, how my people perform. Through the grief in the morn, going through it, I can't speak to my mom. Still keeping the bond, read the Bible and the Quran. Didn't know how to approach you at the time of your loss. Machete, touch 4 different parts of your body, the sign of the cross. Use your lines as my flaws, diving in boss. force. Supreme knowledge, not Diana or Ross. I shine through the frost. A dark tragedy. Play this in the background of art galleries. Mother Nature spoke. She said, don't talk back to me. You lack the mental faculty. They made you in a factory. I can't wait. Sitting sideways. Portrait mode. Landscape. Rolling this on a copy of the soloist. Even when I got less, I make the most of it. The only bird I seen was the dove on deodorant. Motionless, Osmosis Jones, you thought you were grown. Go to TikTok to see the clone. No fly zone, my skin was branded with Amazon and Google Chrome. Only thing we know is what they wanted to be shown. American symbol on the drone. I think I am my phone. My heartbeat sound like a dial tone. The kid is more than a mammoth. I just record and then vanish. Start with your N, spelling orange in Spanish. Put this in rotation like it was an orbit and planet.